What's going on, everybody? It is Jabo. It is Monday evening. I am heading to the gym right now to get in some weightlifting, maybe a little bit of cardio, some light cardio, just so I don't blow my hips out. But I thought I'd come on here real quick. This isn't going to be a long video. This is just something that I've been thinking about, and just thought I'd bring it up with you guys. So, and let's face it, the video was too long for Instagram. So essentially, I have been, I've been struggling with a couple of things lately. Worrying about financials and my health, especially with learning about my or sort of figuring out what's going on with my hips. And just daily life. I certainly could be a better father, a better husband. It just not in terms of support and stuff like that, but just being positive. I find I surround myself and allow myself to be affected by negative energies and things like that. So I'm working on creating a better self, my better self. And one thing that I've been doing, so I'm going to turn that out. One thing that I've been doing is listening to or watching videos of a gentleman named Joel Osteen. Now, some of you may be like, "Oh, isn't that the guy from the church and Hurricane Harvey?" And okay, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. There's different stories and whatever, people saying different things. I don't really listen to the media, but all of that aside, he does have some very good points about the universe and your inner self and inner battles and things like that everybody goes through every day. And by no means am I religious, but some of the stuff that he's talked to me about has really opened my eyes, and has actually made me feel a little bit better after watching his stuff. So every day is a constant struggle. Everyone has their own issues. What you need to do is you need to find that something that makes you happy, something that recenters you, whether it's meditating, whether it's watching someone like Joel Osteen, whether it's going to the gym, a combination of all those things. You need to do it for yourself. And that's what I'm slowly realizing. A lot of my life has been to please other people, and I don't know why that is. It's just the way that I was programmed, and I need to really sort of reprogram myself to realize that my boss, future boss, past boss, people who I've come in contact with, peers, people who have come and gone in my life, I can't base my value on what they think of me. Yes, I like to build, a good name and reputation and things like that with my work. But ultimately, it doesn't matter how hard you work, someone will always try to tear you down. And you can't allow that. You can't allow that kind of thing to happen to you, just as I did with me. I had a lot of pressure about a year ago where, again, those of you who followed me on social media, where I honestly thought that, well, maybe not even a year ago, it was actually only back in September, I believe, where I honestly thought that I wouldn't have been around today. But after having conversations with, my wife and, doing some research and finally being introduced by actually my current foreman about Joel Osteen, I've started to feel better about my life and really not care what people think of me. Because that will be the end of you. If you let other people tell you what you're worth, then that will be your demise. You need to learn how to figure out. You need to be at peace with yourself, and you need to know what you're worth. You have to do what you have to do to better yourself for yourself, not better yourself for other people. So that's one thing that you have to realize. You live one life, you have one shot at it, regardless of what people think. You know, whatever your beliefs are, your time is now. At the end of this time, you die, and that's it. Whether it resets in 100 years, you know, like other people believe, it doesn't matter. You don't remember any of that. You know, what you remember, or what you live, is today, and right up to your last breath. And I was watching or listening to Prince EA, and he had talked about a hospital study, where they had interviewed 100 elderly people, you know, basically on their deathbeds, and the one thing they said was they didn't regret the things they did, but they regretted the things they didn't do in life. You know, the risks they never took, the dreams they didn't pursue. So most of my life has been geared towards impressing other people, getting other people's acceptance, when the whole time it really doesn't matter, and you need to put you first. So with that being said, I'm going to go into this gym. I am going to crush it. I'm going to do the best that I can. Yes, I have, you know, injuries to my hips, which I am taking into consideration during my workouts, but I can't let it slow me down, because the gym makes me feel good. You know, it helps me release any sort of negativity that I encounter during the day. So that's what you need to do. You need to find one or a couple of things that work for you, filter the negativity out, you know, something that brings in positivity. Make sure you know what your value is, and what what your purpose in life is, and it's not to impress other people. It really isn't. Make your own success, make your own future. Don't let anybody else tell you what your future should be. That's the worst thing you can do, because then you're living a lie. So, like I said, I'm going to get in here. I'm going to crush this workout. Thank you all for supporting me and being there for me through the tough times and the good times. You know, I want to thank especially my wife, Michelle, my kids, Jason, Vanessa, who have been through hell at times, especially when I'm in my down, especially when I've hit my lowest point. But they will also be there when I hit my highest. So thank you all. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Take care now. J-Bo out.